is going to be the toughest fight of his career.
Shut up, relax.
The most embarrassing fight of his career.
I'll chair across your face.
Yeah, I think he's about to cry.
I'm definitely up for fighting. There's a lot of names in the division, for sure. But at the same time, look at what this creates as well. I'm a fighter, and I understand that economics of business as well. And this does good business.
Are you really going to do this? Absolutely. Are we going to do this? For a record payday? To go in and spark Jake Paul before we start the serious stuff in 2026? Don't tell me what we should and what we shouldn't be doing.
Anthony Joshua has delivered a cold, straight-up warning to Jake Paul. And this one isn't just for hype. Paul might be treating this as the biggest payday of his career, but Joshua's side is, making it crystal clear how dangerous this matchup really is. Eddie Hearn, Joshua's promoter, openly told Paul to recognize the real threat, hinting that one clean shot from AJ could cause serious damage. On top of that, former pro Moses Atama didn't hold back either, stating that sharing a ring with Joshua could leave Paul dealing with legit injury risks.
And Anthony Joshua should not get in the way of Fury and Joshua. Really, in my view, it's an absolute joke. It shouldn't be sanctioned. I really don't believe it should be sanctioned. I have a sneaking suspicion that it would be a very big fight. But the biggest thing is us rubbernecking to actually see if they do get to the point where they step in the ring together. Because Jake Paul's an area level fighter, a British area level fighter, and Anthony Joshua is still a killer and a live heavyweight. That should not be sanctioned anywhere in the world, in my view.
It's dangerous, man.
Very dangerous.
It brings the sport into disrepute. The people that are talking about organising that, they should have a real hard look at themselves.
But even Eddie Hearn's kind of teasing he doesn't like it, but you can see the glitz.
No, man.
Dollars.
There's no price. There
shouldn't
no price.
be. There shouldn't be.
There's absolutely no price
Agree
on
with
the
you.
planet in order to...
Anthony Joshua has issued a cold and serious warning to Jake Paul. And this isn't just hype. While Paul might see this as a massive payday, Joshua's team is openly highlighting how dangerously one-sided this matchup could be. Eddie Hearn, Joshua's promoter, firmly advised Paul to recognize the real risks, hinting that a single shot from AJ could have severe consequences. At the same time, former pro Moses Atama didn't hold back either, saying that sharing the ring with Joshua could leave Paul facing major injury threats.
Has been beaten 3 times. The 4 fighters that he beat didn't come to win. So he's not in his prime, is he? He's literally at the end of his career, pretty much finished. And this is why taking this fight with you is telling you all you need to know. It's a cash out. He might as well just cream as much money as he can at the end of his career, fighting an absolute joke shot in clown world. When I beat Anthony Joshua, he says, every doubt disappears. Come on. I mean, if this is a straight up AJ versus Jake Paul, then we all know what should happen. This is a 1-round job because AJ, even though he's past his best, even though he's seen better days, he throws a nice 1-2 down the middle. He's got a nice bit of distance, and fake Paul can't fight. He just can't. I don't care what anybody tells me. He can't fucking fight. He lost to Tommy Fury for crying out loud. He can't jump in with Anthony Joshua now and expect to get a result. So, no doubt's gonna disappear.
Jake Paul stepping into a fight with Anthony Joshua isn't just a bold move. Many analysts say it's a major threat to his safety. Boxing commentators like Ariel Helwani stress that Joshua's sheer strength and veteran skill could leave Paul open to severe punishment, pointing to violent knockouts as a legitimate worry.
Joshua sparked him out in like 2 rounds. Really? No, why do you look surprised when I don't.
I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just saying.
Come on, bro. You're fighting like one of the best heavyweight fighters in the world against a YouTuber. Like, come on. Like, respect the sport of boxing. And if AJ has to go in there and show these influencers that, listen, you can't fuck about with boxing. You know what I mean? Someone's gonna get hurt badly, and this could be one of the first fights where a fighter gets hurt badly, because if you look at the size difference and the power difference, I mean, bro, there could be brain damages going on there. Man, AJ could hurt him badly, you know.
When you look at Francis Ngannou, who's one of the most fearsome combat styles there is. I know it's MMA, but we saw what AJ did to Ngannou. So,
and that's why you can't be surprised if AJ's going to do the same to what was it called again? What?
Jake Paul entering the ring with Anthony Joshua isn't just a bold move. Many analysts think it's a major threat to his safety. Boxing voices like Ariel Helwani warned that Joshua's sheer power and seasoned skill could leave Paul open to severe punishment, pointing to AJ's vicious knockout history as a legitimate worry.
I do believe it because AJ's involved, and I think AJ'd struggle to he's going to take enough flack over this, but again, it's money talk. So I think AJ will struggle because it's an Owen situation. If he goes in there and Jake Paul lasted the distance, what does he tell you about AJ? Apart from he's just earned an extra 15 million quid. If he goes there and struggles with Jake Paul, then what does he say about AJ? Your heydays are well and truly over. If he goes in there and knocks him out, then I'll say that's to be expected. So the glory, there's probably not much glory in it, apart from the haters of Jake Paul to say, right, I've got rid of this kid. I think it's very brave of Jake Paul. So now the problem child has got us to believe this fight's actually happening. So now you've got our attention. So now you've got to back up the boast. It's not about, you're not playing tiddlywink. This is the only game you can't play. You can play football.
Anthony Joshua has issued a cold, unsettling message to Jake Paul. And this isn't empty hype. While Paul might see this fight as his biggest cash grab, Joshua's team is openly stressing how dangerous and uneven this matchup truly is. Eddie Hearn, Joshua promoter, firmly urged Paul to grasp the real risks, hinting that a single AJ shot could cause serious damage. At the same time, ex-pro Moses Atama was equally direct, cautioning that sharing a ring with Joshua could lead to severe injury for Paul.
Daniel Dubois, he's going to be 35 years of age. It's crazy what I'm about to ask you, but can Jake Paul really beat Anthony Joshua?
All right, listen, I give all credit. Everyone knows that. They get mad at me that I give too much credit to Paul. Why? He's done a hell of a job to put himself in this position. He sold himself. He sold his dream. He took his dream. He took his idea. And he put it out there, and he made it happen. Give him credit for that. And he made it happen. And he took risk along the way. Yeah, he picked his spots. He's in the driver's seat. He gets to pick his spots. He's the one bringing the money. He's the one promoting. Yeah, he's the name. He made himself that, coming from where he came from, with all his followers and the whole thing, and just the uniqueness of what he was doing. But he has learned along the way. He's not a top guy yet. No, I know that he ever will be. He didn't have that amateur background and the things that you usually need to be a top guy. But he has improved. He is a work in progress. He is a guy that you got to give him credit that he's respected the sport. He went out there.
Jake Paul stepping into a fight with Anthony Joshua isn't only a massive bet. Many analysts think it's an outright threat to his well-being. Boxing voices, like Ariel Helwani, stress that Joshua's sheer power and seasoned skill could leave Paul wide open to serious harm, pointing to AJ's brutal stoppages as a very real warning sign.
Bunsen burner's lit, like I've said. He's cashing out. And fair play to him, he's cashing out. But to what detriment to his legacy? A lot, really. Because if this is going to be his last fight, fighting this clown show, I mean, it's not ideal, is it? It's no ideal way to go out. But people would argue, well, he's just taking the money and running. So you can't really argue with that. So that's it for another episode of Frost on Fire. Now to get my opinion out there, because I know you've all been waiting for it. It's a shame, really. I'd like to see Anthony Joshua, actually, even though I don't believe he can do it. But when Eddie Hearn tells us that AJ's going to become a 3-time world champ, it'd be nice to see the rebuilding process and get back behind him. 1 or 2 easy fights and then go for a world title. And this could be one of the 2 easy fights. But I just think if you're going to jump in with fake Paul at this level, which is like I say, arguably a massive mismatch, it's no way to step towards or climb a ladder to get towards that world title. So this, for me, tells me that Anthony Joshua knows he's finished at any sort of elite level or world level. He won't be trying to go down the world title level anymore. This is just a cash out. So good luck to him. Fair play to him, but hopefully when he's finished this fight, he'll be honest with us and say, listen, I've milked it, I've creamed it, I've had an unbelievable touch at the end of my career. I mean, he's already had an outrageous touch, and with the involvement of Saudi Arabia, and now he's just creaming it at the end. He's got fake Paul, which is massive. Great for AJ, fair play to him. Anybody would do the same at the end of the career he's had. You know, he's not an elite heavyweight, is he? He's never going to come back and be...
Anthony Joshua has issued a cold and serious warning toward Jake Paul. And this isn't empty talk. While Paul might view the matchup as his biggest financial opportunity, Joshua's team is openly stressing how dangerous and uneven this fight could become. Eddie Hearn, Joshua's promoter, directly urged Paul to respect the risks, hinting that a single shot from AJ might cause severe damage. Likewise, ex-pro Moses Atama didn't hold back either, stating that facing Joshua could put Paul at real risk of getting hurt in the ring.
Why is Jake Paul doing this? Well, I think it's because he genuinely believes there is a chance he can win this. I think he's calculated everything about Anthony Joshua's circumstances and he's gone, yeah, I actually think I can do this. I can leapfrog so many years of having to build and go through the ranks and do all that stuff by beating a shot-born Anthony Joshua. And what are the factors in Jake Paul believing this? Well, it would be firstly that AJ received a loss in his most recent fight. Anthony Joshua's not been in the ring since September 2024, so over a year by the time him and Jake Paul get in the ring together. It will have been around 15 months. It was the manner of Joshua's loss where he looked terrible. He looked like a fighter that was well past his best. His timing wasn't there. He even looked a little bit chinny, dare I say. I mean, I still think he's got a good chin. The shot he took from Dubois was absolutely massive and would have knocked down many heavyweights. And he showed decent powers of recovery to get up and struggle through for as long as he did before his over-aggression and miscalculation with the type of shots he was using got him knocked out by Dubois. But if you're deluded enough like Jake Paul, then perhaps you look at that and go, he landed a massive right hand on Joshua's chin, why can't I do the same? I believe myself to be a very big puncher. And it's that old saying, isn't it? You know, you shoot for the stars, you might at least let land on the moon. And I think that's kind of why Jake Paul's maybe got to where he is in life, because he does have too much self-confidence. He does believe in himself.
Anthony Joshua has issued a serious warning to Jake Paul. And this isn't just talk for hype. While Paul sees this as potentially his biggest payday yet, Joshua's team is making it clear how dangerous the matchup could be. Eddie Hearn, Joshua's promoter, openly told Paul to recognize the risks, noting that a single AJ punch could have serious consequences. Likewise, former professional Moses Atama didn't hold back, cautioning Paul that going up against Joshua could result in significant injury.
Having said all of that, this might be a step too far. Now, when I say it, I'm also, I try to be responsible. I've been in this game 50 years, so I know where not to step, where you could twist an ankle, or worse, you could break a leg or fall down. When I say that with the understanding too that Joshua's coming off being knocked out. Joshua hasn't fought for a year, right? But it's about a year. And there's some ghost in his attic. There are. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if he's gotten rid of some of them, but I know that in the position of a fighter coming where he's coming from, there are ghosts in your attic. I don't know if those ghosts are still taking up space. I don't know if maybe there could be no better exorcism for those ghosts than fighting a Jake Paul. That might be just the exorcism you need to clear out the attic. I don't know. That's the problem. We don't know. That's the mystery part of this. That's what makes it so. It makes it two things at once: intriguing and, in some ways,
Teddy Atlas has a cautiously curious view on the Jake Paul versus Anthony Joshua clash. While he cautions that it could be a risky lead for Paul due to the significant gap in experience and skill, he doesn't completely rule out the fight. He references Joshua's recent knockout defeat and extended time away from the ring, hinting that lingering issues could make him susceptible. Even while recognizing that Joshua is still a superior and harder-hitting fighter, Atlas admits he's willing to see which version of AJ will step into the ring.
That does it for this week's recaps and previews. I want to throw one more thing at you, and that's the news. It's been out there for about a month or so, and it's picking up more steam. Jake Paul, Anthony Joshua. Now, Eddie Hearn came out this week most recently and said, I never thought I would say this, but right now, the front runner for this fight is Jake Paul for Anthony Joshua's ring return. Joshua coming up almost on a year in September since his KO loss to Daniel Dubois. He's going to be 35 years of age. It's crazy what I'm about to ask you, but can Jake Paul really beat Anthony Joshua?
All right, listen, I give all credit. Everyone knows that. They get mad at me that I give too much credit to Paul. Why? He's done a hell of a job to put himself in this position. He sold himself. He sold his dream. He took his dream. He took his idea. And he put it out there, and he made it happen. Give him credit for that. And he made it happen. And he took risk along the way. Yeah, he picked his spots. He's in the driver's seat. He gets to pick his spots. He's the one bringing the money. He's the one promoting. Yeah, he's the name. He made himself that, coming from where he came from, with all his followers and the whole thing, and just the uniqueness of what he was doing. But he has learned along the way. He's not a top guy yet. No, I don't know that he ever will be. He didn't have that amateur background and the things that you usually need to be a top guy. But he has improved. He is a work in progress. He is a guy that you got to give him credit that he's respected the sport.
Atlas believes Jake Paul will never reach the elite level in boxing, though he respects Paul's drive and business acumen. He describes Paul as a work in progress. While he appreciates that Paul has shown respect for the sport and committed to serious training, Atlas doubts he can achieve world-class status. In his view, Paul has successfully built a niche as a savvy promoter. However, when it comes to competing with top-tier fighters, Atlas remains skeptical, thinking Paul can't simply step in and beat anyone.